What's going on YouTube? Day back again, and guess what? Today we're going to be building GN Drive. Without further ado, let's get into it. I've been kind of super stoked to get this all built up because, well, this happens to be the heart of, well, pretty much the whole lighting unit. The lighting kit will not run if this is not plugged into it. So I figured it was time to do this because I want to, start lighting it up and see what it looks like. So as you can see, there is a ring of LEDs that are on here. And then you have the contact panel that is on the back. Starting off with this part here, just going to snap that on. Grab the other side and snap it on as well. There's that all snapped together. All right, so we're going to put these two pieces together. You want to have this notch facing down. You want to have these notches, one facing up, one facing down. So it's just going to notch together just like that. All right, with these notches on here, it's just going to line up with these two pegs up here. And then taking this one ring, there's going to be 3 notches on here, and you want the most shallow notch facing down. All right, and this is what it's going to look like all notched together. Now, this kind of sits in here loose, and we're going to find out if that's supposed to be that way. I mean, it's in there secure, but it's kind of loose. And I think if I remember correctly from the promo videos, that will slide out when everything's all opened up. Next up, we're going to take this ring right here. And it actually shows that this portion right here is going to face up, and then you're going to be staggering both narrow and wide of these flaps. It's kind of hard to tell which ones are which, but there's like a couple millimeters difference in between each one, and you'll be able to easily tell trying to put them in which ones go where. And then putting these two together, you'll notice on here you have 2 clips here, and then there's a notch here. You want to line that up with this piece right here, and it's easier if you just open these up a little bit, place this down on the table, and push. Once you get that all lined up and snapped down in there, test, make sure that your flaps open easily. Next up, we're going to grab this piece and we're going to do the alternating, same as we did with the other. There's going to be slots for wide ones. Push them in there nice and secure. And then narrow. Narrow. Wide. Then next up, we're going to take this piece. It's going to show you to put where you have this little peg right here facing up. On the gray piece, you're going to have a little tab here that faces up. You want to line it up with that. Press it in securely. Open up the flaps. You want to line up the little pegs that are on the gray piece with the little slots that are on here. Go ahead and press it down firmly. Grab this little tip and slide it in. Now, one of the things I've ended up noticing, if you'll notice on this little spiral, there's a notch there, and there's a little notch that's on the inside of here. Well, if you get this in the right position, when you twist it, it'll go down. But if you go too far, it goes past that, and then it won't allow this to come out, this end cap. So you're going to end up having to do this. I'm going to have to figure out how to modify that later on so that it actually works properly like it's supposed to. Because technically, if it works properly, when you twist it, it should raise up, and then when you twist it back, it should go down. But as it is, and the way that they designed it, it just ends up locking into place, and then it won't spiral up. So that this curvature actually needs to be shaved down to smooth that out, to make it continuous. kind of funky. But taking a look at this all opened up, you just open up all of these panels like this, and then this will slide out so that you can see the GN drive all in operation. And then it will close down, slide in a little bit. It almost looks like it should close down even more, but it doesn't. And that is the GN drive itself. It's pretty simple. I don't like how wobbly this is. I thought it should be tighter, but because it slides in and out and it's in the proper place, I actually took this apart and messed with it, and it's in its proper place. So I might do something in there to shim that so that it's more solid, because I don't know if you can hear that in the microphone, but you can definitely see it, just me flicking it with my finger, and that annoys the crap out of me. But this is just going to plug into the back of the Exia, and this is what's going to activate the whole lighting system. Now on these, you're going to have to play around with them a little bit to make sure that they sit down flush. Some of them do, some of them don't. They may not be in there all the way, or they may need to come down a little bit. There's a little torque that's on that one, so we'll fix that in the end, but this is what it looks like as is. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the building of the GN drive. Coming up next, I have one of the other sets, and I'm trying to build up a couple of these videos to occupy you guys over the Christmas holiday, since I won't be around and putting up any. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in and hanging around and supporting my channel. If you like this video, hit that like button, please. If not, hit the dislike. I will see you guys all in the next video. As usual, YouTube, peace out.